Greetings, ladies and gents. My name is Sergio Jordann, and today I'm coming to you with predictions of the Royal Rumble. We will be having at least 9 matches, and those matches will have only 2 of them on the pre-show. You may say, hey, the men's Royal Rumble, maybe it will take an hour, the women's too. So what does that mean? Well, there are reports of the show being 7 hours with the kickoff show. So whoever has the power and the energy to go through 7 hours of show, I say good luck to you. I mean, I have to do it because it is my job, but you guys don't need to do that. I'm sure the first hour will be just talking and there is like 6-7 people on the panel. There's legends like, Jerry the King Lawler, Shawn Michaels, but between those people there will be one guy by the name of David Otunga. I don't know why he's there. I mean, last time he was on the kickoff show, he was actually good. He was like the best guy there. So hopefully this time he's the same and he does a tremendous job. And there will be 2 matches on the pre-show. The first match will be for the Cruiserweight title. It's a fatal 4-way between Buddy Murphy, Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami and Kalisto. I just watched 205 Live and Hideo Itami won the triple threat match, the challengers. They went against each other. The match was good. I enjoyed the match very much, and they booked Hideo Itami in a way. I mean, now he has a mouthpiece with Arya Daivari. If they want to go all the way with the guy, as they are calling him a legend, he is an actual legend when he was Kenta before coming to WWE. But if they want to push the guy all the way, then they can give the guy the Cruiserweight title. That's also a way, when I was thinking about it, like, why did they make it a fatal 4-way match? And that makes sense if they want to change the title and give it to another heel, because you can't have a heel versus heel. Also, you can protect Buddy Murphy, as there are reports of him coming to the main roster. There are not reports. He just talked with Lillian Garcia on her podcast, and she said, I feel like you're going to the main roster. So we don't know. If they want to protect the guy, then that's a good step to change the title and give it to Hideo. And seriously, if they want to do a title change, they should do it at WrestleMania. So it should be a big deal. I thought at least Mustafa Ali, he's going to get the title, but now he's on SmackDown, so he doesn't count. Buddy Murphy, he will retain the Cruiserweight title, and he will continue his reign. And the second match will be Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States title. The build-up to this match was just awful, with Lana, jumping on Shinsuke, then Rusev kicking him. Shinsuke fell down on Lana backwards, and we saw Lana's panties on live TV. It was just bad. And the next day, Rusev goes to the back because Shinsuke Nakamura showed the truth that Rusev was the guy or the reason behind Lana being hurt. So he runs to the back and Shinsuke just attacks him. No one does anything about it. Like, that's what I don't get. If you have officials or if you have producers coming out like Adam Pearce to stop this fight, then they should stop Shinsuke Nakamura. They shouldn't just, go around those people and say, hey, stop, don't attack the guy. And then Nakamura goes away and gives a Kinshasa to Rusev backstage in front of everyone, which didn't make any sense. When it comes to in-ring work, I think these 2 guys can do a great job. They are great wrestlers and they can deliver in the ring. I'm just worried that Lana will be there and the storyline will continue. And that's usually what happens with WWE. Like, when they start a story bad, they finish it bad. It never becomes good at the end. I mean, there was some instances that, the match was good even though the build-up was really bad. But I don't think it will be a straight-up match. And Nakamura, I think, is losing the match, so Rusev will retain the US title. And I don't know what's next for Nakamura. I think it's a shame. He was the US champion. They did the Nak America stuff. And those stuff didn't work. I mean, it was just boring. So, let's see how it goes. I hope Shinsuke Nakamura feuds with someone, just like what they're doing, with, what is called Andrade and Rey Mysterio. I mean, these guys are having banger matches on SmackDown, and Shinsuke can do the same thing too. So, I don't know. Let's see how it goes. And also, there's a rumor of Andrade, Rey Mysterio, and Sin Cara. They're thinking about having a faction with all these 3 guys together. I say, look, you don't need all the Latinos to be in one faction. You don't need to do that. You can have a faction with Andrade and Shinsuke. Just because, these people are from the same country, they have to be together. No. I just watched Ring of Honor, the Road to G1 Supercard show. And there is this faction called Lifeblood Tennille Dashwood, she's from Australia. You have Juice Robinson, he's American. Bandido, he's from Mexico. Even Mark Haskins, he's from England. He's British. They are in the same faction, but they are from different countries. That's fine. That's what I don't get. I feel like WWE, they think one-dimensional. Yeah, this guy's a Mexican, this guy's a Mexican, put them together. You know, the Nation of Domination, they were all, you know, black guys together. But those days, they thought The Rock can't fit in, you know, with the group because he's not black. He's Samoan. For God's sakes. The Nation of Domination, man, they had a banger of a song. We are the Nation of Domination. Man, good days. Okay, let's go to the main card of the Royal Rumble. Asuka versus Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's title. I think the match will be very good. It'll be a good match. But Asuka is retaining the women's title because Becky Lynch, I feel like she needs to have a match with Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. And most probably is going to be a triple threat match. There are reports of Ronda Rousey wanting to leave WWE because she wants to start a family. I don't want to get too much into that. I may make a separate video to talk about the details of that event, you know, of Ronda leaving or not leaving. But I think Asuka's winning here, and Becky Lynch shouldn't show up in the Women's Royal Rumble match. She shouldn't, because if she is there and she gets thrown out, the crowd may turn on the match just like they did with Daniel Bryan, so it's a mistake. Don't do that. Keep her away from the Rumble match. Next match is Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE title. We saw a great match from these two guys, you know, at TLC. And I think now the rematch will be great. Any results other than Daniel Bryan retaining the title, I think it's a mistake. What we're seeing from Daniel Bryan now, the new Daniel Bryan, is just gold. He's just gold. He's so good in his character. Because that's what he is, you know, he's a guy who loves the planet and he's talking from his heart and you feel like his promos are very well thought and basically he has a lot of input in his promos, so that's a very good thing and I hope this continues. The Bar versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. Fuck me, this match will suck big time. This match can suck a cock. That's how much I care about this match. I mean, Shane McMahon, we all know he's an awful, awful wrestler. His punches are the worst. I thought like he has been in the business for more than 10 years now. I mean, he had one awesome match with Kurt Angle where he landed on his head. But other than that, his punches, like, I don't know why he's not training. Like, he should train with Cesaro and Sheamus and not The Miz because he's an awful wrestler. But he should train with these guys to learn how to punch properly. And then you have The Miz, who is... I mean, I know many of you love The Miz because he's a great character, he's a good talker, blah blah blah. I don't see him working well in the ring. He can be carried. He was carried before in many matches. I think it was his match with Seth Rollins in one of the pay-per-views. It was the best match on the show. The Miz had the best match on one of the pay-per-views, imagine that. So The Miz and Shane, they're gonna fuck it up. One thing that's good about Shane is the coast to coast. I'm sure he's gonna do it. But I'm hoping to God that they don't change the titles and the Bar retains the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Please. Unless they want these two guys to win the titles and then maybe in the next second or third, let's say in Fastlane, they lose the titles and The Miz turns on Shane McMahon. That can be a good story and they have a match at WrestleMania. So yeah, the Bar, please retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Fuck. Now that I'm looking at the card, the Raw Tag Team titles, they're not being defended here. Oh my god, and then the Revival wanted to leave the company because they don't care about the tag teams in WWE? For fuck's sake. But I'm sure today or tomorrow they're gonna announce like that Chad Gable and Bobby Roode, they should be on this card. Chad Gable and Bobby Roode, they should have a match on this card. So they can say the Revival got screwed on Raw or something. They didn't get screwed actually. Kurt Hawkins was an awesome referee. He saw everything that they did wrong and then when they cheated, he saw it all. I don't know, they should defend the titles, man. I mean, that's bad. They should announce either today or tomorrow, like right before the pay-per-view. Like they should have a match on the pre-show. You have 2 matches, just add one more. and let them just retain the titles in front of Lucha House Party. Anyways, Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. Before I start talking about this match, I want to say to all the fans of Finn Balor, I don't want to disappoint you guys, but I've been saying this for weeks now. You guys can listen to my weekly podcast that I do every Sunday. The link is in the description below. I said I don't want to disappoint you guys, but Finn Balor is not winning the match. Brock Lesnar will retain the Universal title. I think the match can blow the roof off. Finn Balor is an awesome worker. And for all those people, one thing that I don't get, wrestling fans, they just piss me off sometimes. Like, they go on social media and they talk about, oh, Finn Balor, he's not a great worker, he's overrated, and all that. There is so many better versions of Finn Balor in WWE. He doesn't need to be this dark character and a monster. Fuck you all. Fuck each and every one of you guys. Finn Balor is an awesome worker. And the only problem with Finn is that when he was in New Japan, he was a heel, but he was doing his own scripting. He was saying the promos that was in his head. He wasn't given a script talking about David and Goliath, saying bam on Monday Night Raw, that was awful, or boom, whatever shit he said. So the guy is great. When he was a heel in New Japan, he was doing awesome promos. He had a great faction with Carl Anderson, Tama Tonga, Bad Luck Fale, with these people, and he was doing great stuff. So for all of you who say, oh, he's not talented and he shouldn't be, in the main event or whatever, go fuck yourselves. If they give the guy the ball and he won the Universal title here, and he turned heel, he can be a great champion. One thing, we saw Sami Zayn, he was a great babyface, but when he turned heel, he became an awesome heel. And that's what they need. They need Finn Balor. He should talk from his head, from his heart. That was the same thing with AJ Styles. When he started his feud with John Cena, he was saying stuff that people wanted to hear. And he wasn't giving promos and talking about stories and all that bullshit. So yeah, please don't denigrate Finn Balor. I know the booking of the guy have been awful, but the guy is an awesome wrestler. He's maybe one of the best wrestlers in WWE. Fuck's sake. But Brock Lesnar is winning the match. Because the main event of WrestleMania, apparently, the main event of WrestleMania is Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Men's Royal Rumble, or should I start with the women's? Okay, the women's Royal Rumble, we're going to see a couple of surprises, people from the back coming in, and some ladies maybe from NXT. I think there is 7 spots left for the women. Yes, 7 spots for the women that they need, to fill. So they will bring ladies from the back and some ladies from NXT. But at the end, most probably, we're going to get Charlotte Flair to win the Royal Rumble because they have to push the lady. She's the chosen one. And then she will challenge Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. And they will find a way for Becky Lynch to be added to the mix and make it a triple threat match. That's what's gonna happen. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they give it to someone else like Sasha Banks. But Sasha Banks has a match with Ronda Rousey. I fucking forgot about that match. I will come to that. Maybe they can give it to someone else. I don't know, okay? But Charlotte Flair, that's my pick. Because I don't think there is anyone else who can win this match. Yeah, Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. I think this match can be really good. It can be a really good match. Ronda Rousey, if she's staying with WWE or not staying with WWE, whatever, she will have a great match with Sasha Banks and she's retaining the Raw Women's title. And the men's Royal Rumble match is between 2 guys, okay? It's either Seth Rollins or AJ Styles. Seth Rollins can challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal title at WrestleMania, or AJ Styles can win it and then challenge Brock Lesnar to go against him at WrestleMania. These are the only 2 guys that I can think of. It's not John Cena. It's not Batista. Not even Dean Ambrose. Oh, for fuck's sake, not Dean Ambrose, please. Yeah, either Seth or AJ Styles. Then they will challenge Brock Lesnar. And hopefully they can take the title from Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And then we can see an awesome run with these guys. If I had to predict the last 6 guys who will be in the Rumble match, I think Andrade will be there. Rey Mysterio will be there again. We will see him. If John Cena comes back and he is in the Rumble match, if he's not injured, he will be one of the guys. Seth and AJ Styles. Did I say 5? AJ Styles. And the last one, it should be Samoa Joe. I would like to see Samoa Joe there. Yeah. And I think from NXT, we will see Aleister Black. He will show up there. He will lose against Tommaso Ciampa. If you want the full prediction of the NXT TakeOver show, I will leave you a link at the end of this video. I think Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, and Adam Cole again, they will show up at the Royal Rumble match. There you have it, guys. WWE's Royal Rumble pay-per-view predictions. Press a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, it will help us a lot. And you can check more videos here on the site. Take care, guys.